Alright, hello and welcome. Baro is back, and he's got some things today.
You're a tenor of greater tastes. I can tell just by looking at you.
So, today we have two new items, and surprising absolutely no one, the display is way more interesting. So for these are for decorating the ship, obviously, and they're pretty weird looking. Probably gonna get a couple, throw them up, see how they look, because, they're pretty nice. Let's get three just to start off. And then also, besides the Argyle display, which is a really interesting choice to put into Baro's shop, we have the Prisma Angstrom, which obviously I don't have this yet, but I can pretty safely say that if this weapon is just these stats and it's just an Angstrom, initial impression, oh, this is MR fodder. This is like a waste of time. But it is MR. So, if you're like me and you're going to buy it for MR, then you're going to do that no matter how good the weapon is or bad it is. So, there you go. But, keep in mind, I don't think this weapon is going to be actually useful in any way. Along with that, the Prisma Veritux is the exact same way. It is straight up MR fodder and is completely outpaced by the Centaur. So, this is also an MR weapon, except for you have to play Arcwing to level it, which the community feels a certain kind of way about that. Aside from that, we have Fang Fuselad, which is... it has a singular use case sometimes on the Dread, and nowhere else. So if you're really into the Dread, then this is maybe a thing to pick up, just to like mix up your build a little bit, maybe, but not a particularly useful mod. Aside from that, we have Vermilion Storm, which I would highly suggest you just farm instead. Astral Twilight, same goes for that. And Temple Royale, which I would only really suggest getting if you're impatient, as this is one of the best stances in the game, but can also technically be farmed, although the farm is significantly harder than the farm for Vermilion and Astral. So, take with that what you will. Aside from that, we have the Prisma Arrows, which are fine, although the Katir Arrows, for me, completely outpace them, though they are nice. We have the Raza Sindana, which is very nice looking, and we'll definitely be showing that off. We have the Katir Earpieces, which we'll show those as well. We have the Kavat Armor and the Katir Leg Plates, which are very, very good, though I think I may like the newer Katir Leg Armor more. The Hydroid Immortal skin makes its return, but warning, I already have this, and I tried putting it on Hydroid Prime. I'm going to show that on Hydroid Prime, so don't get this yet, because it looks certain kind of way on Hydroid Prime. So with that, let's go show off all these items, and yeah, and then we'll head on over to console. Alright, so let's take a look at some of these cosmetics. So first and foremost, we have Hydroid here. And we're going to look at his Immortal skin on Hydroid Prime, which I don't think is a great change, mostly because it uses the metallic channel also for a lot of other parts of Hydroid Prime, which is a bit unfortunate, as usually you're going to reserve that metallic channel and kind of want that to be its own thing. That being said, it's not like the worst ever, but I think it's a downgrade from just his regular skin. Otherwise, if we just want to look at this channel and go Hydroid Immortal skin, we can see some colors for him. Which, it's fine if you don't care about the metallic channel only being metallics, but for me personally, it is hugely irksome. So, do with that information what you will, I suppose. Besides that, we have the rest of the stuff, which is on Test Excal. So with this, we have the Raza Sindana, and we have the old Katir leg plates, which are both very, very nice. And because we are now using Captura for this, I can take a closer look at these items for you. So yeah, leg plates, very, very nice. Always enjoyed these, and the Sindana is quite good. If it has one single problem, it would be that there are a lot of Warframes where the little buckles that look like they attach to your Warframe, there are a lot of Warframes where it doesn't properly connect, so that can be an issue. Otherwise, these items are just fine. And we can show off some colors for them. So for the attachments first. We've shown these plenty of times before, but they are very, very nice. So might as well show them again. Default colors and the Excal colors, which are quite good. And then the same for the Sindana, which colors quite well. It has pretty much the exact same color channels as the leg plates do. Ends up looking fantastic. Default colors again. And then the attachment colors, which are just Excal colors. Ends up really nice stuff here. And then on our bow, we have the Prisma arrow skin. And before we color it, it has this kind of cool little trail on it. It's kind of subtle, and I prefer the more prominent one of the Katir arrows, as I said before, but it is there and is worth noting. So now, coloring that. It's not hugely noticeable, but... And usually it's probably just going to match whatever bow you're using. But, you know, I mean... You can basically get one big color that you have on this thing, and that's fine. And... You know, I actually don't know. Purple would be a good way to check. I don't know if the trail actually responds to color for these. See if it turns purple. Nope, still like the reddish trail. So that's that with that. So then all we have to look at is our cat armor, which we will grab Alvina for that. We have here, and then we have the, oop, not for a pattern, attachments, this one, the cat armor, which is pretty nice. I don't think it's too bad. I prefer the other Kavat armors personally, but this one's none too shabby. And then I think the only thing we have left to show is, oh yeah, the earrings for the operator. So we're gonna go and do that real quick. All right, and lastly, we have our operator cosmetics, which we have the solo earpiece, which is this. It is a nice big earpiece that looks quite good. And then we have the earpieces, which are these. They're either to your taste or they're not. I'm not going to recolor them just because I don't have multiple cosmetic slots for my operator, unfortunately. But they are what they are. I'm sure you can get a pretty good idea just from this of how they go. I kind of wish that these, like the solo, had this one on both or one on either. You know, just more customization with what you're doing with these, like just one of these on one side or whatever. But, it is how it is, even though it's just still strange that they're two different models. But anyway, that's the operator cosmetics. We only have one thing left to check out, and that would be our landing craft customization. So we have the Argyle display, which is a bit of a weird thing. It's a really odd shape, but I feel like it'll work. Let's do this one. Yeah, I mean this just works. It looks nice. It's new. I feel like I can find a place for this in my ship somewhere. And you know, still has all like your regular filter options and all that business. And try a different image. Let's go with this one. Yeah, that looks really good. Like, no complaints here. In fact, I actually might use like this exact thing. Maybe scale down a little bit. Ooh. Yeah, I actually really like that. That actually looks really nice. This is going somewhere in the ship. I don't know where yet, but it's going somewhere in the ship. So anyway, that's all this business. Let's jump on over to console and see what they got today. All right, and over here on console, we have not a lot, let's say. So we have the Corrupted Bombard Spectre blueprint, which under no circumstances should you buy this. It is a massive, massive waste of ducats and credits for that matter. I know it's hard to waste credits, but holy shit, this is a way to do just that. Aside from that, we have the EOS Prime Armor set, which normally I might say that this would be like a good thing to get. But, I mean, it's really cheap, and if you just want to get it just because maybe you like a couple pieces here or there, I totally get that. But also, there are so many armor sets being sold by Baro now that this one maybe doesn't rank as highly as it used to. Namely, because the Foros set exists now, and also the other Katir set exists. So, it's kind of a hard sell for EOS at this point, if you were to ask me. I'm sure there are still plenty of people that like it. Besides that, we have the Katir Sentinel Tail, which is quite nice. Prova Vandal, which is just MR fodder. Then we have the Full Impact set, which, as I said last time I saw this set, Collision Force, there is a dumb, not worth using meme Atlas build for this, and that exists. But other than that, there's no reason to use any of these. And, like, I'm gonna break it down. You're going to spend 400 ducats for memes. And some people are into that. Sometimes you're into that. But also, that's a big waste of ducats, for real. Anyway, there's also the Furrow shoulder plates, which, as we all know, I love. So, pick those up. Just do it. You'll do yourself a favor. Get these. And that's kind of console for the day. So, with that, because I like the Argyle displays that are on PC Baro, expect me to be streaming later today. I don't know when. And so come hang out for that. And otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow. Also, for those of you that missed it, the Why Would You Use went up this morning just before I'm recording this now. For the entire Arca set. So if you want to see all those weapons and the armor set, that Why Would You Use is up, so go check it out. I'll throw a link to that at the end of the video. Just wait for that, which is right now. Goodbye!